It all started on a perfectly normal Tuesday night. I was curled up on the couch with a bowl of popcorn, halfway through binge-watching my favorite sci-fi series. The rain outside tapped a gentle rhythm on the window pane, and everything felt cozy and ordinary. Until I heard a knock at the door. Confused, I checked the time. 11:47 p.m. Who would visit this late? Peering through the peephole, I saw nothing unusual. Just a young woman, cloaked in a long, silvery coat, her features obscured by the dim porch light. Hesitating for a moment, I finally cracked the door open. "Hello? Can I help you?" She tilted her head, as if she found my question strange. Her eyes shimmered, not from the light, but with a faint, otherworldly glow. "Can I stay at your place, human?" she asked. Her voice was melodic, but carried a peculiar accent that didn't belong to any earthly region. A dozen questions swirled in my head. Human? Who introduces themselves like that? My inner alarm bells were ringing, but there was also something disarming about her, a sense of calm despite her odd demeanor. Who are you?" I managed to ask. She stepped closer, and I caught a better look at her face. Smooth, flawless skin, eyes that seemed too large, and were her ears slightly pointed? "I am Serafina. My transportation device malfunctioned, and I am temporarily stranded. I need a place to reside until I can establish contact with my people." "You're not from around here," I muttered, stating the obvious. She smiled, revealing perfectly white teeth. "No, I am not." I should have shut the door right then. Instead, I found myself saying, "Okay, come in, but only until you've fixed your, transportation device." As she stepped inside, her eyes scanned the room like she was cataloging everything. "Thank you, human. You are most generous." I closed the door and locked it, wondering what I'd just gotten myself into. "So, Serafina, what exactly are you?" "A traveler," she replied cryptically, taking off her coat. Beneath it, her attire looked like something out of a futuristic fashion show, metallic, form-fitting, and faintly glowing at the seams. "From another planet?" I ventured. "Precisely." "Okay, prove it." Serafina raised an eyebrow and extended her hand. A small orb of light appeared, hovering just above her palm. It pulsed gently, like a heartbeat, before dissolving into the air. I stared, slack-jawed. "Well, that settles it. You're an alien." She nodded, as if my reaction were perfectly normal. "Now, about the arrangement. Do you require remuneration for my stay? I have no Earth currency, but can provide alternative compensation." No rent needed," I said, still reeling. "Just don't vaporize me in my sleep or something." She tilted her head again. "I would not harm you. You have shown kindness, and I am bound to reciprocate." Over the next few days, Serafina adapted to life on Earth surprisingly quickly. She was endlessly curious about human culture, from the concept of pizza delivery to the chaos of reality TV. And despite her extraterrestrial origins, she turned out to be a pretty great roommate. Tidy, quiet, and even helpful. When my laptop crashed one evening, she touched it lightly, and it rebooted, good as new. In return, I taught her about human customs, humor, and the importance of knocking before entering the bathroom. "Your species is peculiar," she said one night as we watched a documentary about penguins. "But endearing." Weeks passed, and I almost forgot she wasn't human. Almost. There were little reminders. The way her eyes glowed faintly in the dark, or how she seemed to understand animals better than people. One evening, she casually mentioned she had communicated with the squirrels in the park and brokered a peace agreement between rival factions. Then came the day she announced her departure. "My people have located me," she said, her tone tinged with both relief and something that sounded like sadness. "They will retrieve me tomorrow." "Oh," I said, not sure how to feel. "That's great. You'll get to go home." "Indeed." but I will miss this place. And you, human? The next evening, a soft hum filled the air as a beam of light appeared in my backyard. Serafina stood at the threshold, her silvery coat back on. "Thank you for your hospitality," she said. "You have been a most gracious host." "Take care, Serafina," I replied, feeling an unexpected lump in my throat. She stepped into the light and vanished, leaving behind only the faintest trace of warmth. Life returned to normal after that, though it felt a little emptier without her. But every now and then, when the rain tapped against the window pane or a squirrel lingered unusually long in my yard, I'd smile, wondering if somewhere out there, Serafina was thinking of me too.